How do you feel like they match up against OpTic? Because again, you said like OpTic felt like they had a little bit of an upper hand in terms of matchup versus you guys. So do you see like OpTic as a favorite going into this?
Personally, I think NRG has a fair chance of winning. I also think they're a really good team on Nuke, and their map pool is pretty good. With the way OpTic's been playing, I see OpTic winning this, but personally, you're obviously rooting for NRG.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, so
Alright.
how do you think the maps go? So Nuke is first. NRG picked Overpass. Then third map is Mirage.
Yep.
And then the final map is Train.
I think OpTic will take Nuke. I think NRG will take Overpass. What was the next map?
Mirage.
Ooh, I don't know.
Because that's the one OpTic really need to win, because otherwise it's over, because NRG started up 1-0.
Right.
I think NRG could win Mirage, actually. Yeah, I didn't know the map's going.
Oh, so you think it's going to be a 3-1 energy then?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to call it 3-1 NRG.
Okay, all right. But have you played? Obviously, you played OpTic, but have you played NRG on Nuke at all? Do you know like tendencies and stuff? Like what are we looking forward to here?
Yeah, I want to say we played against them in a match on Nuke, but we've practiced a lot against them a lot. Sorry, and they're fairly good. I feel like Cirque's kind of been in a little bit of a slump recently, but Breezy's kind of stepped up to like make up for it. But they're a good team. We've copied some of the stuff that NRG has done too.
Did you guys attend Epicenter or Starladder?
We were at Starladder.
You were?
Yeah.
So for the uneducated, how did that go for you guys?
Horribly.
Oh, okay. Was that the one you went 0-3 on?
Yeah.
Because okay.
We
So what do you want to talk a little bit about that? Like, what do you think happened there? Who did you guys play against to go 1-3 first of all?
Our opening match was versus. Jeez, I can't even remember. I know we played Renegades.
Right.
Maybe that was the opening match. And I think we just played poorly. Like, we were kind of like at a down period for our team, you know, in terms of like our communication, people's individual level, and it was kind of bad to have after having like following up with like such a successful major in a sense from expectations. And it was just like the atmosphere was kind of bad, but I'm pretty happy that we kind of grinded through it. No, it's not.
Is this just like a hard counter? Because didn't OpTic, I think it was Smooya who mentioned this yesterday, that when we saw OpTic play Nuke, he was like, oh, they're doing the G2 pistol.
Right.
Which is like the heavy ramp pressure, right? With one guy out in
He aces that too? That's pretty nuts, actually.
Yard? Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Do we have a replay of his
should.
POV?
Well,
As I call it, Cirque, he is.
Yeah.
there we go.
That's a 4-man ramp stack. That is like hard countered.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. He could have actually had the fifth one there right away, too. That's pretty nuts.
That was a nice round.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, Cirque has played himself more into the tournament as we've gone along.
Well, this is one of these tournaments where you get to play so much if you have a deep run, because it's all best of threes, that you actually can, you know, progressively get into better shape. A lot of the time it's the other way, where you have to get into shape at home, and then because you play less and less as the tournament goes on, if anything, like, it might be harder to be consistent if you're just playing one game a day. But this really is the opposite.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of, you know, like being able to play a lot of games and everything, how do you like the format for this event, Shazam?
I like it a lot. I mean, we went to Starladder right before this, and you know, we played one best of one each day and just got eliminated. Yeah. 3 days into the tournament, or 4 days, and then we spent the next 10 days like kind of mini boot camping because we had nothing else to do. Yeah. But here it feels like we kind of had a chance to get in our groove, and it's been a little bit since we've actually played best of threes at a tournament outside of like major playoffs, which is one best of three. Yeah. It's like, do you like double eliminations just in general? Yeah, I think more tournaments should adopt the format, even our majors. Yeah, that's good. Good to hear that.
Speaking of the major, I mean, obviously you guys had the run there, right? Has it been hard times within the camp, looking back on it, or is it more like, you know what, we're really happy with what we showed there, and we can just go from there? I mean, I'll be honest. Like, everyone wishes we had a better performance on stage, because we felt like we were kind of on a hot run. But looking back, we all beat our own and anyone else's expectations. But we did work very hard for it, and it kind of makes us realize how much harder we have to work to move forward beyond that.
Because it is a bit of a difference, like obviously when you come into a tournament and maybe you're not on that many teams' radar, and obviously after that kind of performance, teams are going to be looking into you, try to like figure out how to break you down and everything. Like, did you notice like that being a bit of an issue once you went into tournaments after the major? Yeah, you know, we didn't have a whole lot of time to like come up with new stuff or, you know, really change a lot, and things started definitely feeling stale a bit. And, you know, the more you do the same thing, you get more and more sloppy with it. Yeah. If that makes sense. It's kind of like counterproductive. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think that definitely happened to us. And
just taking some time to re-go over stuff and just discuss about how we want to play and change things and kind of evolve our strats is like the most important thing.
Oh, for sure. See, OpTic has actually been able to turn this around in a pretty decent fashion. We saw Cajun coming up big in that previous round towards the lower bomb site. There we have it. OpTic though,
easy for ints. Hashtag say it in the chat a couple times.
Easy for, yeah.
Tommy has departed us.
Left the building.
Done for the day, done for the event even, right?
Yeah, here. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Supposed to be getting Jordan Nothing Gilbert on the couch.
Giblet?
Can we talk about how great of a person Elon Musk is? Or
now it's the safe space.
Whatever we want.
Exactly.
This is when we flip the couch around. We start talking about all the random shit. What did I miss here the first round when I got some food here?
I mean, obviously, you saw the pistol. Yeah, exactly.
Was it a force buy?
Bit of a lower stack. Yeah, force buy with CZ and everything. Cajun found a 2K. Snappy found some openings with the Tech 9 as well.
Okay.
So actually seen like more and more of that. Again, like Tech 9 is obviously not at the same place it was back in 2015, but still very viable to running on with. A Snappy showed us in that round. But yeah, that's a bit of a nightmare for NRG in that sense.
So, Shaz, I've been asking, since they're ecoing anyway, I've been asking every player on the couch about the new changes to the economy. What do you think?
I mean, I think they accomplished their goal by making surrounds less important. I like it. It kind of plays out the same too. Like, you have to take advantage of it. Like, CTs are buying on third now, but CTs are still buying, like, you know, rifles and few nades, and if you're a T, you kind of have to take advantage of the fact that they probably won't have mollies or counters, so you can go straight into an exec or something quick.
But you're also not one of the operas that saves second round as CT, right? Even if you win the round, you just buy SMG anyway.
No, I'll still buy an SMG.
Yeah.
And then play with the rifle. Sometimes you farm enough to get not. Otherwise, you just play it as it goes. Like, honestly, in that situation, I don't really prioritize saving for an op. I'll feel just as fine using a rifle.
Right.
Because they're not going to have a lot of needs anyways. But I think it hasn't been a big change for a lot of teams. Like, there's no struggle in adjusting to it. You just change the way you buy.
Do you think that, because we were talking about before, we can't remember how long it's been out for, like 2 weeks or something? Right before Epicenter, I think, right? So it's
like
3 weeks.
During Epicenter.
Oh, was it?
No, during Starlighter. That's when it was.
Yeah. Oh, right. So you were probably eliminated when the update came out, but they were probably forced then, because I heard that you couldn't even go back and like play the beta.
You couldn't revert it, but the the Starlighter guys somehow managed to
they played on the old patch.
Yeah, they fiddle things around so the economy part of the update was not in there. But
there's a bar there.
There's a command.
Yeah, there is a command. Yeah.
Yeah, for the money, but they couldn't do anything about the pricing on the weapons. So that the AUG and Krieg was cheaper, and obviously the balance changes to ZZ and Tech 9 were also added.
Right.
So it was, I guess, like halfway the new patch in that sense. But didn't really see like too many differences, I guess, at that tournament in terms of how things played out. So a couple of the CIS teams just went straight to the Tech 9. Not that it really did anything for them.
Sure. All right, I can see that.
Actually, yeah. Speaking of weapon changes, or I guess pricing changes and everything, like, do you think you guys are going to be one of the teams that go more heavy on buying AUGs and Kriegs as you go forward, or is that just like a bit of a like flavor of the month kind of thing?
Actually, right now, nobody on our team has even tested it. Like, even in practice or matches, nobody's bought really the AUG or Krieg. I know that Rory or Def has spoken about it. Maybe he'll try it out, but I think that we're still comfortable using just standard rifles.
Yeah. I do think that was perhaps a little bit overblown. It's just like from a community point of view when they saw the changes, thinking everyone's going to swap over. It's going to be AUGs and Kriegs all day, every day.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. If you compare the weapons, right? Like AUG and Krieg are probably by far better the weapons than like the M4s and AKs.
Statistically, on paper, they have more things going for them.
Right, but it's just because like everyone they just want to play with what they're used to. Like it doesn't. You can probably buff the weapon a little bit further, and still you won't see 100% just swap. You're gonna have people that place it, but no one else is gonna take advantage of the abuse of it.
I will say though, as you put that idea out into open space, please don't buff the AUG or the Krieg. I don't want like a repeat of that week in 2015.
Yeah, that's all I was gonna say.
Because that was pretty terrifying. But yeah, so OpTic gotten 3 rounds before NRG were able to strike back. Do you think it's like a necessity with how Nuke plays out these days to have like, again, like a dominant CT side, or you think more teams can be okay with like an 8-7 kind of a scoreline?
It depends on how the team plays T side. Like OpTic's really good at doing the vent drop nades and forcing the guy down vents with the CTs not knowing, and that as a result causes the CTs to like have to drop on lower even at the start to account for that. And they're just really good at applying that pressure, and then you don't know if they're at the same time throwing the secret smokes, crossing down lower, and their Nuke is really good because they've used those rotations and like kind of condition the team. NRG, when we played against them, didn't quite do the same, but I still thought that their T side, like their overall outside control, was pretty good.
All right. By the way, do you think there's a special reason behind this? I'm not sure if like this is just for this tournament or what it's been actually, but we've been seeing a fair amount of Nuke, which again hasn't been, you know, a map that's been a team favorite pretty much for any side for the longest time. Like, do you think there's any special reason as to why we're seeing more of it come out as of late?
I think it's just the map pool, like the map pools of the teams that are here.
Yeah.
Like, I'd say that we consider Nuke to be one of our more comfortable maps because like our map pool is not strong at all, and it's just like one of the few that we know we could play.
Yeah.
NRG, you know, they enjoy playing Nuke. OpTic obviously plays Nuke. Heroic too, like, so it's just the teams that are here.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of Mirage, not a lot of Cash.
I think we've seen Mirage twice.
Right? Not a lot of. Have we seen a lot of Overpass? Like twice as well, right?
It's like if NRG plays pretty much.
Yeah, Train we've seen a lot. Nuke we've seen a lot. Dust 2 we've seen.
A fair bit, yeah. Inferno, obviously.
Inferno, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a different tournament in that sense. I like it though. I like Nuke. So I don't mind it at all, and I don't have to observe it. So
right. No, I'm a big fan of seeing these rather than a lot of Mirage and Cash.
There we go. Nearly had it there for Nico, but it's going to be NRG getting a 4th round on the board. Do a fair bit of damage though to the economy of NRG. And been able to stack up a little bit of cash though, so you're going to be perfectly fine in terms of buying up, but it's always that chance. It feels like just CT side economy has become much more volatile after the economic changes. Does it feel that way when you're playing as well? Like the T's never run out of money depending on how you start, and CTs are just always kind of on the brink, just like, you know, half a step away from a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, sometimes at first, like when we started playing with the new changes, we were like having our mini boot camp at Starlight or whatever, since we got eliminated, and we're playing with the new rule set, and it just felt like we couldn't read their economy at the start. Like we'd be like, all right, they're saving, and then they've got a double off.
Right. Yeah, you're like, what the fuck? Yeah.
How could you buy that? So it took some time to like really understand that. But it was interesting. Like most times in practice, you had the teams full saving on 2nd round, and then
kind of like how big is place it.
But then at this tournament,
oh hey Jordan,
like, G2 and stuff were force buying against us. And
no, I was talking about they are friends after all. So yeah, I was gonna say I even talked about that yesterday. Like the old Envy lineup with Happy in them, like the force buyers. Like this patch would have been great for them. You know, like this update. I'm gonna be so happy.
I think actually a team like Navi is also going to be super happy about this, because they can drop AKs for simple and electronic just willy-nilly, right? Pretty ideal. Do you think more teams are going to experiment with that, like doing these kind of, I guess, half buys where you drop, basically, like, yeah, you build like, what do we used to call them? Like when you drop the guy Tech9 and pistol.
Raid boss.
Raid boss, yeah, exactly. Do you think we're going to see more and more teams like experimenting with like having multiple raid bosses in that sense? So
raid boss, can you explain that?
Yeah, pretty much like you have, you know, 2 of your teammates dropping 2 AKs and you know, round 2 kind of thing, and then
for sure. I forgot which match it was that we were pretty far down. We did that, and we'll do it. You know, if we're kind of like in a situation where we need to get some rounds early on. Yeah, we'll do that. And I mean, I think it was Heroic that also, or OpTic that did it against us too on Nuke. Like, yeah, teams will definitely do that more because you can.
Yeah. Not as heavily punished anymore.
Yeah.
Nice and quick. Wasn't config this time around. Was snappy. He ended up dying. It's so funny, like on Nuke, because we've seen so much Nuke from OpTic this event. Like config has 2 modes. He either dies instantly outside of T-Red, or he gets like 2 kills. Yeah. And he just wraps.
He rushes there.
Yeah.
NRG's kind of lucky they had the chance to watch OpTic play Nuke. Even yesterday, just so many times.
Yeah.
I think it's been like, it's been every series OpTic has played so far at this tournament. So
it's the same with Hero. That's what I mean. That this whole map, because usually you never see Nuke getting, played that much.
Yeah, getting through. Yeah.
But like even Heroic, like all 3 series, they've got Nuke. I guess because normally at tournaments we only see like best of 1s in the groups, so we never see a lot of best of 3s, and the best of 1s. Yeah, you probably have more and more people not playing Nuke. Whereas for this event, you have the insta ban, and then
that's true.
Spin Nuke on like someone picking it.
I'm liking those changes though, at least a bit more variety. And this is what kind of maps we get instead of just watching 5 best of 1s in a row on Inferno.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Oh, you don't enjoy that?
I mean, it does get a little bit old.
You guys like that, right?
I mean, you like it.
How does that feel, actually? Like with the online matches, the fact that you would play like Pro League and you'll play, let's say, Team X on Inferno and Mirage, and then you play ECS. You play the same team, and it's like the same maps again. Yeah, that has to feel.
It gets tedious. Yeah, and you're just like, all right, time to do this again.
How do you deal with it, like from a strategy point of view? Like, is it just you run the same thing over again, like not really caring too much if they've like latched onto something you've been doing, or?
You really just don't overthink it. Like, you figure they're gonna try to adapt.
Yeah.
So you obviously don't call the same stuff, but you make just small adjustments on things and
hope it works.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hope for the best, expect the worst.
Yeah. Speaking of hoping for the best, OpTic seemingly want to do a push through Squeaky here. Let's see if they actually want to go for the vent dive, or if it's going to be an upper push. They definitely want to get back into the string of things. Comfy leading the charge once again. Just going to find the opening frag. Doesn't expect a second player to be down there on site, but Nations have it come in pretty quick here for NRG. Bomb set control, though, finally in the hands of OpTic, so they should be able to get a bomb plant down here. Fugly and Zerk left alive on the CT side. Seeing if he can actually bait out Fugly to overextend a little bit.
This is still very winnable for NRG here. No bomb down. People are, well,
had to jinx it. Had to jinx it.
As I say that, Zerk should just obviously be saving here. Yeah. I like that execute from OpTic, actually.
I feel like we're seeing more and more like solid upper executes.
Is that so? Here's a question for you, Shazam. Do you know if there's a way to like molly back site there on silo?
Back silo? Yeah, there is.
There is.
Yeah.
Because they removed. Did you guys play the old Nuke at all, or a lot?
A
little bit.
With
the
like the pyramid windows.
Yeah,
right. I feel like you could do a lot more with those back in the day. Like, I don't know. Can you still smoke off catwalk now from T roof?
Yes, you can.
Oh, you can.
Yes, you can. You can smoke out heaven.
You can smoke out heaven. You can molly the catwalk. If that makes sense to heaven. Right. You can molly the AC right below it.
Right.
You could, and then people usually smoke the lockers or the window below that.
Dude, I'm not jealous of people having to hold inner man. Like, that was never a fan.
You get to see a lot of action. I'd rather do that than playing like B-side Mirage.
Yeah, okay, but I think B-side Mirage in general is just like freaking
shit.
It must be so boring, man. Even if you get someone, because literally the T's will always just go there just to bait the smoke.
Yeah.
Right, and then you're like, great, yeah.
It's like one guy at most.
Yeah.
When you finally fall asleep, that's when the 5-man rush comes in. OpTic, once again, they've been able to post like really good T sides here on Nuke.
Can we get a tab?
Scoreboard, you mean?
Yeah.
There we go.
Scoreboard.
Nico doing work early on.
Yeah.
Cage has been one of the most consistent performers on Nuke, at least for OpTic so far. Who's that? Oh, it's Fugly sitting at 1 and 8. It's not having the greatest of games so far.
Where does he play?
Fugly?
Yeah.
Oh, it's putting me on the spot right now.
No, I wasn't. It was a general question, not necessarily just to you.
I was trying to think about it, actually.
I think he's the ramp player.
He's the ramp player, yeah.
Is he the ramp rotator or ramp like this?
I think he's the dedicated ramp
player.
player.
Right. I mean, that makes sense, right? Because they really haven't, OpTic really hasn't been abusing ramp at all that much.
Yeah,
like,
they went their pistol like absolutely shafted, so we're like, screw this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's Fugly.
Yep. All right. Oh, okay then. Extremely fast. It's been 25 seconds and they're already planted lower.
I'm liking that. High tempo T-sides on Nuke. It's hard to deal with CTs. Like, your communication needs to be so on point. I mean, that's probably something you guys notice a lot, right? Like, when things get hectic, pretty much. Like, being able to keep your tongue right like in terms of communicating?
No, they're really good at their pacing. You know, like they'll do the vent drop while people rush outside with the fast dropping secret smokes, and like yeah, we kind of had an issue of like comms being really hectic and panicky because we were facing that.
Yeah. I think that it's just like it's part of the you know like the unique aspect of Nuke as well, because obviously it's completely different layout from any other map in the game, but it invites like different challenges that teams have to master, which is really fun.
Yeah, I think the map is literally just all about abusing rotations.
Yeah, that is a pretty massive massive task to overcome. We'll see right now though, OpTic are doing a pretty good job for themselves, making sure NRG aren't getting their rotations in place. No, trying his damnedest, sitting at 50, and he's actually got the most frags out of anyone on the server so far.
Yeah, no, and he's the, I mean, it makes total sense too, right? Because he's the one getting the most action out of everyone.
Yeah, that is true.
Not counting outside too much because of the smokes and stuff.
Yeah.
Ethan plays inner, right? Behind the silo?
Yeah. Not necessarily behind silo every time.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's his area.
Right.
And I mean, OpTic, unlike, I guess, yeah, like they're not, I guess, your typical Nuke team in that sense. They haven't really utilized Secret all that much.
Well,
I mean, maybe too, like in terms of like if you think about like how you guys played
sure.
Nuke, right? Like, because you would literally
fair.
just put Get Right either in Squeaky or in Radio, and then you'd have 4 players out towards towards yard every single round. And I mean, yeah, you see like these kind of like mini commitments from from
no,
OpTic.
but yeah, to your point, I actually really like how OpTic plays their CT sides because they play so fast. Like you never know if they're just literally just rushing you, like Snappy, for example, and even Coffee now just taking over so much control. It's still only been 25 seconds on the round, and they already have garage control, which is very impressive if you're a team.
Oh, that's a nasty angle from Zerg.
Oh my god, what?
I mean, he had a FAMAS, so I'll give him a pass. Has to be the worst gun in the game.
Dude, that's definitely their complaint. Fucking FAMAS.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it is a garbage weapon. Like, why? This is the thing that I can't grasp really with the burst fire mode in CS:GO, because burst fire in both 1.6 and Source, at least you had the benefit of it being like 3 bullets.
1.6 was OP. It was great.
Oh, it was great. Yeah, it was wonderful. Like the bullets went straight, right? It was 3 bullets and bam, like you did a lot of damage if you aimed correctly. Here it's more like a really shitty version of roulette. Where it's like, it could go well for you.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone use the burst fire on the FAMAS.
Yeah. And then you watch like highlights of Sneal or something, just literally just being a laser with that gun.
It's weird though, because you'd think it's the same with the Glock on the burst. You never see a lot of people use the burst either.
And that was literally what people used earlier, like jumping around corners with burst fire.
Yeah, so I'm quite surprised that they haven't even like tried to fix that rather than.
I would love to see like a change to that. It would make the FAMAS like
because
right?
honestly, if this economy changes would have been like way worse for CTs, they would have probably had to buff the FAMAS because
actually because it becomes a viable
because people can't keep on buying SMGs, and on CT the only or rifle rather you can buy unless you get like 2 kills is FAMAS armor.
It's like the golden middle way, right? Because either you get SMGs and you have heavy utility, which is great, but you don't have like firepower, or you could go the route of having an M4 and absolutely no utility. But with a FAMAS, you get that like sweet mix of having just enough utility and just enough firepower. I think that would be
like
the way to go.
2v4 or 2v5, I think they just Ethan and Breezy won.
Yeah, Breezy's nuts, man. He's been playing lights out the entire tournament. Fugly. Actually, see, this is a bit interesting to see. I mean, you see this with players who play B-side Mirage as well. Like, if you're not seeing any action towards your spot, like, you need to get engaged somehow, and obviously...
No, I respect it.
Yeah, exactly. It can't get risky, obviously, but I feel like you need to do something to feel like you're a part of the game instead of just being that guy who always rotates over to the absolutely terrible positions. Where it's like, I have to retake 2v4 on A-side Mirage. How fun.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Got to do a little boost up as well. Assuming Cirque is going to rotate off after that.
I just peek a little bit.
I might hold it.
They still have so many nades, by the way, and you are, as you can see, they are. It looks like they're pretty hitting in there.
Are they going to do the molly on top of hot with this? Like, do you do them? If they do a vent drop here, that could also work out really nicely.
I think if they would do that, though, they would already take a control ramp. They can't really vent drop here. Or rather, they could. I'm not a fan of it.
They could also get stuck in the smoke.
That's not bomb still. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. Well.
Oh, they leave Snappy left. Oh, and he's actually going to go through at the very end. Well, prevents anyone from NRG to actually follow up after. Bomb goes down 2.
Wow. I can't believe they actually got this to work.
They're so low, though.
Yugi with the mad late lurk. Alright, Fugly. He doesn't have a smoke, which is a bit of an issue here.
Did NRG gamble completely? Did they only have the ramp guy and then they fell back? Like, was it only really I mean, Fugly got boosted, right? Wait, did he?
How the hell did he make that work?
What?
Oh my god.
I missed the whole thing because I was like, what just happened? Was his Fugly supposed to rotate down and then all of a sudden he just wins the round?
That was the plan all along, Robin. I mean, what a way
I'm so confused.
What a way to get activated, though. Like, Fugly was having such a rough game up to this point. Starts off with going aggressive on ramp, finding the first pick, and then obviously clutching out a 1v3.
Oh,
that pre-fire on Yugi's dirty.
Damn, all right. Fair enough.
That's how you get into things.
I take everything back. It's still going to be a very difficult map for NRG.
Yeah. OpTic getting to, well, at least 7, potentially 8. Ooh, Cajun. Cajun's been able to, like, get out to this spot often.
Yeah, he's been lurking a lot on all of their matches.
Yeah.
And, like, being pretty good.
Finding good success with it. Oof. Quick adaptation from Config there to be able to best Ethan. This is looking really rough. They might need some more heroics out of Fugly here.
They're both lower, though.
Well, got to the right site. That's a start. Question now is if he's going to get sandwiched.
Actually, they could win this because they're going to get... Oh, okay,
are they going to go up off of that, though?
Yeah, I was going to say, technically, they should know Fugly's around here somewhere.
Yeah, he is the dedicated ramp player, right? Yeah, how much do you guys take that into account, by the way? When you guys are playing, if you know, like, this guy always plays B-side or, you know, Ivy or what have you, and then you notice, like, certain things. Does that alternate what kind of bomb sets you decide to take and everything?
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Like, I mean, for the most part, teams don't swap up positions and sites, so when the round breaks down, you take that into account. Like, oh, that's normally the B player. Okay, it's probably 1B. And then we go...
What's the most annoying team to play against in that regard, though, that you can't really ever
figure out? Yeah,
lock down who's playing what.
Recently, I'm not sure, but I know that like the old VP roster would just constantly switch spots on every map from tournament to tournament, so it'd be annoying to play against because you never really knew where anyone was playing.
I don't think that they ever knew where the fuck they were playing either, honestly, as of late. You know what I'm saying? That's a great half, though, for OpTic.
Yeah, I mean the last 2 rounds that NRG won, OpTic were actually supposed to win, just like individual efforts.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
No, and other than that, if you pay attention, there really hasn't been many close rounds. It's only really the last like 2 rounds, or last 3 rather.
Yeah.
Not a very one-sided. How's it going, Stunna? I feel like you still you jet lagged.
I don't know, man. Just kind of forgot where I am.
A little bit sluggish today.
Yeah. I think too the food here, right? It's great. It tastes awesome, but it's so like
you eat too much
starchy,
food coma.
You know? Yeah. What it is, NRG.
It is what it is. Same thing. OpTic did the same thing last time as well, right? With no kit, 5 armor. Not necessarily too big of a fan with this, but they won last round, so there we go.
It only took 3 of them out to get there.
And honestly, this looks almost somewhat identical to last one OpTic played versus Big.
All right, I'm gonna head out. Here's Jordan.
All right,
see you, dude.
Thanks, Sam. What's up, Jordan?
What to do, what it is, you ain't never seen a play like me. Trace looked at me right there. I couldn't continue rapping. His glare with his mustache, Robin, has it been messing with you today?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Officer Farva.
It's Mac from Super Troopers, apparently.
Oh, okay. I can see that. How's it going, Jordan?
Another day of sleeping in, I see.
Yeah, this is the schedule. I don't dictate it. But what I do dictate is that this is going at least 4.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about, too. I think Shazam thinks it's going to be 2-1. They're already up 1-0, so 3-1 NRG. But we'll see. I think that this is definitely OpTic's best chance.
Yeah, right
Nuke.
here. OpTic. Taz was just talking to me about they had an MDL game a bit back, and Kingwin was up 15-7 and lost it to OpTic, and then they went on a spree. He's like they took our energy and ran with it, and we have none left. So.
Right, fair enough.
Anyway, first half, anything eventful? Players to...
For NRG, Ethan's been playing really well. Fugly had a rough initial first half. He did clutch it out one round though. But then Config's been playing really well the last 3 maps.
Yeah.
Or last 3 games
Last
actually, I
night
should
as well.
say. Yeah. He's been really becoming alive,
Okay.
and then say with KGMB.
Funny.
Yeah.
Anytime people use like that particular shoddy, it feels like one of those like single player playthrough games.
You get angry, don't
Max
you?
Payne or something. You're like storming a room.
Oh, I thought it was. Okay.
Okay.
10-7.
So, NRG needs to do something special. According to our narrative that we've been hearing, OpTic's going to have a good, strong CT right here.
Yeah,
So-
no, I actually OpTic CT side. I like how they play outside. They play very aggressive. Usually 2 players too. By T-Red and then Adrian pushing a little bit. So, but we'll see. It's a little bit on eco here from NRG. Oh my God, the damage.
Come to me, my pretties. This
Precious.
flame is but an illusion.
Oh wait, what happened?
Did they just run out hut and Glock somebody? Or was that a ramp push?
There was a ramp push killing too, right? What just happened?
They got bombed down, so don't lose everything. Don't lose composure. KGMB is here.
Shit.
Watch him walk into the hide.
Welcome back to ASMR with Jordan Gilbert.
KGMB in a 2 versus 3 situation. Watching. Waiting. Knowing.
Penetrating.
No, not that.
Sorry.
2 versus 2 situation here, Brazil. Low HP. KGMB showing a lot of awareness here, ladies and gentlemen.
Just now down to Dabs, who does have 46 HP.
He's also got a soft voice and a soft beard.
He's also Canadian, so soft as hell.
I concur. 11-7 OpTic. Take it away, Robin.
They turned it around.
That bomb down upper was big. Things could get a little squirrely right there if they
Yeah,
got
that could've been
bombed
bad
and they start
otherwise.
spreading through the rabbit holes of Nuke.
Yep. I agree.
What are we thinking? The odds of OpTic sneaking away Nuke?
No,
At this point,
I think this is definitely OpTic's map to lose.
I concur as well, yeah. Yugi.
I think they, at least if they want to have a chance of winning this tournament, they need to win Nuke.
yeah.
What's next? I didn't see the veto. Do we know?
It's
I
overpass.
mean, we definitely know. But
Overpass, yeah.
Overpass?
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's
NRG was a question mark on Overpass when we first came to this because they've been really good on it when Cirque was blowing up,
Right,
but we
and
weren't
then
sure
they-
about his performance.
Then
And
they
then they
lost to
shit.
Vegas.
Right,
Lost to
and then
Vegas
they-
Squadron, who'd never played the map before.
That's insane.
But
But then they shit on Heroic first day.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they really
Or
did.
second day rather.
yeah, they looked
Overpass.
ready to rumble on that map. Scaling B really well.
Yeah. See, smokes outside now. A little bit slower compared to how OpTic like to play their T-sides. NRG really pacing themselves here.
Ooh,
50
that gap.
seconds left.
That gap's gonna be dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, the flash,
nice flash. Good job.
There's a lot of gaps we
Right.
like in life, but that's not one of them.
That's not one of them.
Oh,
Nate
Ethan.
That's what I'm
saying
saying.
latte. Ooh.
Nico with the
It's all
alligator.
falling apart.
I was going to say that was textbook CS, but really it was just heads bopping.
Heads bopping, thoughts popping. In my brain, not to be confused with Jordan. Help me out here. No. That's not what I had in mind. Please keep the cameras off us for the time being.
11-8.
Yes, it is.
11-8.
Did you want me to finish that rap for you? Is that what you're saying? Or did you want me to clarify on the context of your rap?
He wants like a wordplay or at least help on it.
Yeah. He needs a dictionary.
You're right.
Yep.
Well, config. Getting the first kill there onto Dabs.
Do we agree, by the way? I always call him Breze. You said Breeze?
We don't even.
We don't know.
I wanted to get him on
There's
the
only
mic.
one E. If he wanted to be called Breeze, he'd add another E.
What?
I'm angry.
Why would he add another E? Oh. Brez.
But it's like Brez. Yeah, I
What's
mean,
up, Brez?
Brez.
I'm buzzing, Brez.
I mean, we can just ask him, I guess. Can we remember just to ask him after this map?
Yeah, we should.
100%. That's a priority now for the couch.
No, no, it is. It is. Just remember. Can someone just put up a notification or something?
We should tweet at him.
Set an alarm.
Yeah, set an alarm. Ask Breze.
Breh.
Trace has his phone out. He could do it.
No, I'm kind of busy. What are we doing?
What do you mean?
Host with the most, and he'll burn you like toast. Don't test Trace, otherwise he'll make you comatose.
Yeah, might even.
Oh, okay.
Cajun B grabbing 2.
Looking for 3.
I say Cajun, you say 3. Cajun.
I say Sir, do so Lee.
Wow, let's go.
Oh, you got the AK as well.
That's I would have went with the underhand to the left, but who am I?
Hey, who the fuck are you?
What? Oh, you can wall that? I didn't know.
I feel like Cirque might be found out that he could wall that just now.
That has to be by the the edge of the box.
Actually, I like Cajun's flash. I take it back. Cirque.
No,
Not
because it
where they're
caused him to turn, so you got him.
Yeah, when you throw it at somebody, it does do like it has a weird effect. So I actually agree.
That's all on Cajun. That's all Cajun there, man.
What, they had a CZ and a Deagle going into that?
That
was
pretty nuts, yeah. Config with the
opener
entry, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Cajun.
Yeah, people obviously there's been changes to the ZZ. I think I can't remember who we had. Was it Smooya who was talking about it yesterday? How it was like he felt the gun was just not that great anymore.
Valve added incendiary rounds for this tournament.
Oh, I wasn't on this desk for that, I think.
Sorry, Trace.
Or maybe I wasn't paying attention.
I'm pretty sure he mentioned that the ZZ was obviously not as great as it used to be.
What was the change they made?
They pretty much just made it better for like tapping / burst firing at like longer range. So it's not like that kamikaze
No damage
gun.
change, Ben? Or just damage fall off rate?
No, it didn't do anything with the fall off. It's just like the spread of it and how I guess again recoil changes to it. So it's better at long distance when you're tapping now. It's more accurate, but it's worse for the close combat style. But Cajun seemingly has it down to science. He's not really worried about that.
Look at Nico with the AC unit blasting right next to him. Is that favoritism?
Wait, by the way, were you guys at the Dubai event in 2015?
Yeah.
We were indeed.
You talking about
there we had like the fridges, like the fridge-sized ACs.
Playing in the shipping crate with an AC behind me.
Yeah.
There was like 4 or 5
It was all fun and games until dust started getting on my hard pad.
God forbid.
What, the real dust?
Like, yeah.
Dust Murat?
Dust Murat actually just laid himself on top of the...
Dust came on stage and rubbed his
little
body sweat across my hair.
Jesus Christ. Dirty Dusty.
We're watching Yugi right here. He's been popping loogies at people's head all weekend. Dust 2 versus Big Clan was the first big show from him and the first time I saw him start popping off this event. But others say he's been ready to hit shots.
Ready to frag.
He knows,
He's aware. He's been playing this spot a lot. And he says, ready to drop, Nate? I don't know. I was about to rap again, and I controlled myself.
Right, definitely not the start energy wanted going into this round. It's a weapon down. Guess Fugly might try to retrieve it. There we go. Picks up the AK. Gonna see some ramp focus here. It's not something OpTic did a whole lot.
I like that. A little bit of an off angle from Cajun.
It's gonna work out nicely too. Doesn't really have the opportunity to drop off as we normally talk about.
Yeah.
But at least you are still one man up.
Yeah, you're probably right at that point. It's a 5-on-4. You probably want to take an angle where you can at least rotate back. You get one there, and you're probably dead.
Yeah, somewhere down on the ramp.
Right.
Snappy drop.
Yeah. 3-on-2 situation. Bomb's not down yet. Fugly. Ooh, nice.
AK over M4 right there.
It's all falling apart. See, now the question becomes, you know, is this Cajun's round, honestly, you know, that they ended up losing because the rotation.
Yeah, if he falls down.
Right.
Again, yeah. It's a fair question. You can
Still winnable.
Still do this. Fugly's on so low HP as well.
Oh, God.
Oh,
He actually drops
he gets
it.
flashed. Oh, I can't believe
it's all
this
gone
happened.
wrong.
It really
Oh,
has.
Lord. Well then.
That
What a
is-
blunder.
I like Fugly coming out the door with the low HP. That just kind of
Yeah,
confidence
no,
play.
yeah, that was great.
Maybe he should have got closer to the smoke. Hindsight, though.
Did he not wait, let me see here. Did he not reload in that situation, or did... No, yeah, he didn't. He has 14 bullets. So he runs out. That's why. So he gets flashed there.
He should have probably reloaded right
If
when
he
his
had
teammate
reloaded,
died.
he wins that round.
Yeah, he's worried about reloading by sync because you can
Exactly,
hear it.
because you can hear it. Right.
He's not sure where he's come from, but once his teammate died,
Yeah,
Upper Rush
you have
coming
time
out.
to reload.
yeah.
Wow,
Ooh.
dude, there's been a lot of rounds like this. Like 5-on-2 turning into like a 2-on-2 situation.
Immediately. But Snappy on the quick flank here might shut him down, but the T's have to go down lower because they know
Smart play.
when you rush a site on Nuke, the CTs are already kind of closing in on you. And sometimes it's fine because you have the edges held. But when you have umps right there, and M4 is smart play to grab the AKs and go down vent.
There we go. Nice round from NRG. Yeah, that was pretty nuts, actually. It was looking to be like a proper... I heard that. What happened?
It's just
Jordan.
a chair moving.
Oh, okay.
It was Jordan
talking.
Gilbert. Jordan.
I thought it was stunna, honestly.
No, it's
I
not.
thought that because I don't think that stunna's stomach is feeling very good today.
Not the greatest. I'll give it that. 13-9, the score line. Wouldn't have had it any other way.
Or at any other time.
Or at any other time here. As Breeze opens it up here for NRG.
Bruh.
Brez.
I'm very curious now.
Yeah, if he won't come down, we'll go up.
No,
and
you're
find
definitely going to
out.
go out just to have a conversation. I mean, we'll ask one of the teammates otherwise.
What if they don't know?
I mean, that we
Just
have
like,
a problem.
we've just been calling him different shit
Right.
like the entire time.
What's his first name?
What?
Vincent?
Yeah.
Vincent?
Yeah.
Vinny.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Throw another name in there. Usually makes it a lot easier. I think the name that just had me not shook, but just surprised the most would have been Bintet. It's like
Ferdinand?
Hansel Ferdinand.
Yeah, that's
What?
Hansel.
it's like so Austrian. I think Xcurate also has like a really different sounding name. He's like Kevin Sorrento or something.
Who?
Xcurate.
Oh.
Trey Saranthus?
Yeah.
S-A.
SARANTHUS, like saran wrap. But anyway, Ethan having a pretty good game here, statistically speaking.
Yeah, damn, 27 frags. Doing pretty hot for himself.
Hot to trot. They're going to do just that, trotting into this upper area of the lobby, one might even call it, going to the radio room. No resistance whatsoever. Resistance. Yeah, only pistols here inside of OpTic. And a taser, thank God.
Definitely come in handy.
How much does that cost? Is it $100 for the Zeus?
Now imagine buying the Zeus and you could throw down a smoke and shoot the Zeus in the smoke and it just electrifies everybody in the smoke.
I think it was, yeah, James had that idea.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like you'd create like a path with smokes over to like a offsite or something.
And
and
just
like
literally
light it
electrically
on fire.
charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
That
not?
doesn't sound OP at all.
Or, better yet, what if Valve made it so when you had a taser, it holds the guy in place that you're tasing, and then your teammate has to come, like, eliminate him?
Oh.
Close try, but from Nico.
Well, so it doesn't do damage anymore? It just like stuns them? So
I guess you could still use like the knife, right?
Yeah. I don't want to give Valve any ideas. In fact, let's
Yeah, I was
add,
about to say, yeah.
Akimbo rocket launchers.
We might as well just become a BR and
Right.
everyone gets knocked down first shot and res your teammate.
Might as well. Imagine we have medic roles in this game.
I feel like that comes
Third
from the
person
first
while
time
we're
at
at it.
Battlefield, right?
Let's just go third person. You could build a wall every time someone's shooting at you.
Wow, Jordan.
Sounds great.
Very insensitive.
Sounds like a great game.
All right, let's see. Get OpTic to close this out. 13-11.
Indeedy.
Not a lot of utility on OpTic. Obviously, saved the previous round, but they do have 4 rifles and an op.
Fifflaren, scoobly-doobly.
Scoobly-doobly.
Pompanera.
Boopity-boop. Getting the entry though on Jugi, or Jugi rather getting the entry on Daps. But they do have ramp control now. Doesn't really help them at all. Doesn't give them anything. Still need to capture a bomb site.
Smart of the T's to just scale fast. They got to take control of one of those rooms there,
Peace,
but that spot is so OP that Snappy's in.
Ooh, this could still work out. Oh.
Double was there for him, too. 3 members alive here for OpTic, but the bomb will be planted in the lower site. Make it just breeze.
Nice movement mechanics there from Config. Yeah. Good job for them to scale down there, but it's almost like you need to send like 2 or 3 people left, because now that you're not worried about the vent anymore, you don't want to get crossfired from control and backside.
Right. I'm surprised because normally behind that silo by lower, they don't tend to like the guy by window takes first peek, right, and then the guy behind silo strafes and takes the second peek. I'm surprised there's no more, you know, like pre-nades there, kind of like on Inferno, like backside. They like they throw a molly or like a nade at least, like you push him out, because he gets one there, and then the idea is like obviously with the crossfire to window, like they could literally just shut down a whole team that way.
Well, I think people aren't sure if he's on top or bottom of the rafters.
No, that's what I mean. So why not just throw one molly so at least you know that he's not top, right?
Sure. Yeah, I mean it's definitely viable.
Or
you're just worried about pulling out nades when you're exposed to that control window sometimes. So
you can do it from the right side.
Yeah, you could for sure. Take a peek with the gun out, jiggle a little, and then throw it. Have your guys on the left hold him for when you splash.
But I will say, lower does seem easier to take now than before as a T.
Yeah, partly because
before,
they've changed
because
the
like
vents.
all the vents, all the corners, all the doors, it was just like, listen, we need 4 smokes, just like.
So we need at least 4 smokes and 2 entries.
Yeah.
To go down here. Still, it's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
I think one of the big helps is that just those vents, because it's that time window when they're down secret where the CTs would realize the rotation late, but they'd still be able to fly out vent and just be above you.
Exactly, yeah. No, the vent change is probably the best change they've done on map as a whole, I think, recently. Because they were OP for both teams.
Nappy might be aware that he's lurking, but it doesn't matter. Cirque is now the last one remaining. Ooh, close shot. Cirque is one of the guys who could do this. Op in hand, very skilled with the kind of shotgun style of it. Knows there was 2 upper, maybe a 3rd vent.
Did he tap it long enough?
No, I think, yeah, exactly. They heard the door, I think. That's why he didn't even do that.
Because the bomb didn't stick long enough to make the sound, I'm pretty sure. Still gets what he was looking for.
Very pivotal time here. He's across the front site. Oh, my goodness.
My God, okay.
He takes down Nico with ease in a 1 versus 1 now with Yugi. The AWPs are out in full force. It's going to be a 1 versus 1. Oh, really well played by Cirque here.
Oh,
the mind games. All
this
the
is
chess.
so well played.
Every chess
nice.
piece in the book coming out for that
6-second shot, too.
That was a pretty fitting comment you had there, Jordan. He's the kind of player who can do this.
Dude, no, and look at the money, too. This is 14-14.
That second shot, though, when it comes to the door, is pretty epic. This alone is a smart play. You manipulate the rotate.
That
one's tough, though. You have to have this weird kind of feeling in your hands when you're walking through the door there where you're ready to react, but you're not too tight. And he just steps through and flicks.
That is nuts.
Tactical timeout?
Yeah.
Was that for OpTic?
Yeah, it's for OpTic.
Well, they should be full saving here.
Probably like taking the timeout partly to be like, don't get tilted off of that. They've lost a couple of rounds.
Yeah,
in that fashion.
NRG has had a lot of close rounds. So they like
turned it
around.
Very bit of like heroic.
We do have a special guest joining us, guys. Breaking news bulletin here.
There we go.
The Tasmanian Devil himself.
Oh, look at that.
Mr. Wiktor.
Hi,
hello, how's it going, Taz?
I'm good. I'm just watching, learning.
Learning a thing or two, you know? Chill in.
Yeah.
Say hello to the audience.
Hey, boys. How are you doing?
You know?
It's enjoying the commentary, I guess.
No, barely. Barely.
No. I was not talking to you guys. I was talking to the, to the public.
No, that's what I mean. I was asking for the chat because they're saying barely, you know?
Yeah. But have you seen like the round before when Cajun went close under the boiler, right? Aggressive outside. And what you see this in Australia is that there's always like a Glaive doing this and Device is covering the boiler for him.
Yeah.
And you could see here that Yugi wasn't on the same page, and that probably also costed them the round because they would have like 2 picks at the beginning.
There was someone that said that OpTic has just been like looking at how Astralis plays basically and just trying to do the same.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, well, that's true. I guess that's
the thing to do these days.
Right, that's true. You get a smile to the camera here, Taz. How's your day going, Taz, so far?
I'm good. Just has to do some work, you know.
Right,
look at the games, how we played, and look at these games.
Fair enough.
See how to play better.
Did you get a chance to rewatch the game that you guys lost? One of them?
No, that's the plan today, you know.
Right.
You had to do some break. You need to vent off and just vent out and chill, and then just go back to work.
I respect that. What did you play? Have you played both of these teams, like in practice at all, or like in a tournament recently?
We actually didn't play against NRG, but we played against OpTic a lot in official games a couple of times, and we played against them in practice. So I think that this map is pretty close, and it should be a lot better for OpTic. They actually are one of the better teams on Nuke. So that's pretty strange that they're coming so close. But I think Cirque won like 1 against 3.
Yeah, just now.
Yeah, and Fuckery had an insane round.
Oh yeah,
too.
I also saw it. Yeah, so NRG is so skilled and they have so many, you know, crazy plays from their players, and you cannot really call one guy a superstar. I mean, they have like 3 or 4 guys who can step up. Even Dubs is stepping up when it matters.
Right.
So who do you have as a favorite for the entire series?
Oh, obviously NRG, right? They are coming with a 1-map lead, and they were looking pretty. They were looking especially good in close games, close situations. They were able to close out some overtimes and win close games. So this is like the most important thing if you want to win an event. Yeah, it builds your confidence so much when you are winning this closer games. When you are winning like 16-4, 16-3, you are getting false confidence. You most of the time have a good start, good economy, you run over teams, you get like 2 or 3 good decisions and the team is done. And here, they still can go overtime and win this game, but I wish that OpTic will win this so we have a nice series.
Yeah, because otherwise I think if OpTic were to lose this map, I think it could be a 3-0, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Overpass is going to be really tough.
Did you see all the maps, Taz? So next one is Overpass, the third is Mirage.
Okay, I was like afraid that there's like Inferno, so I was wondering if calm down. But if it's Overpass, maybe we can talk about it as well.
Oh,
Yuki's doing work
here.
Good
start. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Sick.
Later, dude. Yeah, the Synergy lineup, they seemingly have that little bite in them right at the end. You don't ever write them off. They do always have something up their sleeve.
Oh, wow.
See,
again, like 4 against 3 or 5 against 3?
Yeah, no, this has happened like this is not the first round, this even half. This is like the 3rd or 4th where NRG is like in a 2-on-4, 2-on-5 situation and they end up just turning it around.
Crazy.
Situation here. Yugi not aware yet that they're outside, but he might hear them soon. Oh, wow.
Oh, no. Oh.
Are they actually going to take the fight?
Let's all peek at the same time.
Why?
I guess they need to get the bomb, but they had to cross over to get the bomb around main. But
he didn't seem well versed in that corner. He was like, "Can I do it?
Can I go?
Yeah,
take myself in?
Confused, I guess. That's also what I saw with Yugi. Like a couple months ago, he was such a beast. He was doing everything what Cirque is doing now.
Yeah.
And even more, I guess. And since like his break, when he came back to playing again, he like lost his spark. Like he still has this amazing flicks and stuff like that, but he's not like this beast who just took games over. You most of the time see him like getting couple frags here, couple there, but it's hard to see him like being this behemoth like he used to be.
We saw him on Dust 2 vs Big was one, right?
Yeah, but that's I think the best.
Again.
Yeah, that's the best game I think he's had so far this tournament. I don't know if you saw that one, Taz. He literally had like 20 frags within like 7 rounds, I think, on Dust 2. The next one after that had 4.
Yeah, that's
so
the
just
thing, right?
Hitting A, but that's by far his best game this tournament.
I think it's like this best game probably like the last couple of months.
Yeah, possibly.
By a significant margin.
Also, this is a really tough round.
Also, like you're seeing the buy from OpTic, it's actually like a pretty, like the worst situation for T-side to play against, because the guys have deagles, they have like, you see, this kind of shots are occurring during force buys. So this is like one of the worst rounds to play against.
That's pretty tilt. And the smoke's fading
So funny
too.
how Counter-Strike is like that. They have this economy, but because it changes their setup style and the way they play very close range, taking more risks and stuff. But tees with high HP and a couple mollies and nades definitely could do it if they isolate a couple frags here.
Question is like how they're going to use like the mollies and everything. Obviously, they're in a bit, I guess, like unknown territory in that sense from where you'd normally set up a lot of these nades.
But they're like doing the best thing they can, going on the ladder. But
nice peek from Ethan there.
I think this,
Gonna be it.
Yeah, this is like the craziest round, because when you're playing against force buy, you're like, okay, the worst rounds are again like behind us, so now we can chew a bit. Like the pressure is a little bit less, and then actually the force buys are like also for the CT side, like they're also less pressured, so they're playing more freedom and doing some crazy shots through smokes, and it's like always worse for T side.
Yeah, it's a weird balance that we've seen that quite a lot actually. Even in this game, I mean, we started off seeing NRG winning pistol, then getting immediately reset.
Yeah.
Because, you know, T's, they speed up the game, like they just run through smokes or Molotovs, what have you, with like no fear, because, you know, it's just an eco, so, you know, what does it matter?
I don't know, there was not many setups from NRG, right? They didn't have so many setups with smokes and stuff like that as T-side. They're really going on their skill.
A lot of defaults.
Like,
just trying to get for picks.
Walking up and just trying to do an aim duel. And just imagine that if they add like 1 or 2 setups with smokes, and then, you know,
yeah, it's a different story.
They'll probably be demolishing a lot of teams. It just seems like they are so confident in their aim that they are just not willing to go on the, you know, on the road of tactical.
Right. How about an overpass? What sort of confidence should we expect from either side?
I think that Cirque will be doing a lot of stuff on overpass. We played against them one time, one practice or two, and he was doing crazy stuff, playing aggressive. So if his confidence is high, and it looks like he's doing very well this game, so he can do a lot of damage. It just will depend who's going to play aggressive. I don't remember on OpTic who's playing the Fountain on A side, I mean CT side.
Imagine Yugi will be taking some picks if he has the spawns and stuff.
Okay, but they don't have like a Rain or Fair type of a guy, right?
Yeah, no, I think they're using Config to be like the aggressor, like
yeah,
pretty much anywhere on them.
Really aggressive, like both sides.
Yeah, to both a positive and a negative.
Exactly.
Really.
Yeah. No, so I'm pretty sure we'll see Config just running out.
I wish we could see like more of Config, because he seems also like he got a little bit down with his confidence, with his even with his aiming. Like he used to be a lot better. I mean, not a lot, but a bit better. In Counter-Strike, it's like, you know, this tiny percentage, and that if you cast the game or making an analysis, you're like, yeah, a lot better and stuff like that.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I just believe that he can get back and play good Counter-Strike.
All right.
Getting back on the horse, but first we're going to be going to a break. Thank you, Taz. I don't know if you're going to be sticking around either way. Dziękuję, and we're going to be going to Overpass. So don't miss that. We'll be right back.